covering news where you live. This is 5 News at 5.
New tonight, a drug shortage forcing many doctors across the nation to reduce doses of certain types of chemotherapy. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Darren. Bob Alexander is on assignment tonight. The American Cancer Society says the shortage has become a serious issue for some patients. 5 News reporter Morgan Wrigley joining us now and with a look at how this is affecting cancer centers all across our area. Morgan?
Darren, I stopped by Highlands Oncology in Rogers today, and they tell me while they haven't yet experienced a shortage of common cancer treatments, they're aware of some national groups who have to make the choice of who gets these drugs and who doesn't because of the shortage. And they say even here in Northwest Arkansas, they're feeling the effects.
We have a absolutely fantastic pharmacy team that's been able to procure a lot of the drugs, but even now we're beginning to run a little bit short on them.
Dr. Eric Schaefer says the nationwide chemotherapy shortage is mostly due to a production problem.
Part of it is cost issues. The reimbursement costs for these medicines are staying flat, but their cost to make the drugs are exceeding, and so it's no longer profitable to make some of these drugs, and so the manufacturers can't make drugs that they can't make a profit on.
The shortage is not affecting all chemo drugs. Cisplatin and carboplatin are two of the main ones that are in short supply. Schaefer says they're often able to make substitutions that are equally as effective, but in some cases, these specific drugs are critical.
Patients we're intending to cure with the treatments, we need to make sure they get the FDA-approved indications. For other cancers that we can't quite cure, but we're trying to help prolong life, we have a little more ability to substitute other medicine for them. But people that we know we're going for the cure, it's critical that they get the drug that they need.
The American Cancer Society says in a statement they are urging Congress to look at long-term solutions to these shortages. In the meantime, they say alternatives should be used when possible to avoid delayed treatment. Schaefer says it's vital to get those drugs to people who need them for a cure and continue to find ways to treat all patients.
The last thing as a patient you want to do is go in for your treatment and get a new treatment and not know why. So we always try to tell the patient up front, hey, listen, this is going to be our goal regimen for you. But if we do run in short supply, we have another good regimen we'll tell you about before you get treated, so they know of the new side effects, know of the differences, and so they're aware of everything.
The American Cancer Society says the FDA is working with manufacturers to get to the root of what is causing this shortage and increase production. Dr. Schaefer says looking ahead, he imagines these drugs will continue to be in short supply until reimbursement for them is increased and these companies are incentivized to provide them. Morgan Wrigley, 5 News.